Today, Mario Tennis is considered one of the major Mario sports series, with its most recent entry, Mario Tennis Aces, being the best-selling game in the series. But this sub-series began on a Nintendo console you probably think about the least, the Virtual Boy. Mario's Tennis was released in July 1995 as a launch title for the system, and doesn't have anything whatsoever in the way of story. It offers the chance to play both singles and doubles tennis games with a variety of characters from the extended Mario cast. The game was meant to be a realistic tennis simulator, and as such doesn't include the gimmicks which later sports games would be known for. Most of the cast are as expected. We have Mario, who owns a tennis school now, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Yoshi, and a Koopa Troopa. All fairly normal characters to appear in a Mario spin-off title. The only one of real interest is Donkey Kong Jr., who at some point in the future will cease to exist as a character. This is the exact same cast as Super Mario Kart, minus Bowser. In the game files, it looks like Birdo was also intended to be playable at one point, as her name can be found buried in the game's code, but not so much as a sprite was included alongside it, so it's likely she was cut very early in development. I won't account for her in my timeline placement, but if you want to account for it in yours, then there you go. Speaking of the timeline, I'm going to put this right after Super Mario Kart, for various similar reasons to that game. Yoshi puts it after Super Mario World, Junior pushes the game as early as possible, and it just makes sense for a bunch of different sporting events with a very similar cast list to take place at about the same time. And that's it for this episode, a quick one for a game with very little story substance. I did find it to be a fairly good tennis game though, and I became impressed with it rather quickly. I suggest playing it yourself, if you ever have a chance. I'll see you next time.